All right. Good morning, everyone. It is day 111. The days are flying out here. I'm not flying so much, although the last couple of weeks have been trying, to say the least. But I'm not down yet. Between my tick bite and my credit card being stolen and my bathtub adventures and now my head cold, you know, I got every reason in the world to start feeling sorry for myself, and but that's not me. Pick them up, put them down, man. It's time to roll. I feel good today. My sinuses are still acting up a little bit last night. Last night was miserable. I did get some decent sleep, so I can't complain about that. When I slept hard. But I woke up, I don't know, 6 or 7 times in the night. All right, this will probably gross some of you out, but my sinuses were so bad that when I woke up, there was just snot rolling down my face. Just nasty. So luckily for me, I did not accept a few weeks ago Tater's gift of her sandpaper toilet paper, and instead I bought my own Charmin very soft toilet paper. So my nose is okay this morning. It's not rubbed off. Charmin, you could use a little lotion, but other than that, it was good. I wiped my face off and went back to sleep. This morning, it's not 100%, but it's better than it was yesterday. So I'm going in the right direction there. My leg, my ankle, after my little adventure trying to run across the road, my leg feels better today. I'm walking on it with very minimal discomfort, and the discomfort level, I think I mentioned, I'm 1.6 miles into the day. The discomfort level has not changed since I left camp. It is consistent, and it's minor. It's minor. Part of me wants to pick up the pace. I'm kind of just going nice and easy right now. I left, I'm guessing 15 minutes before Tater is going to leave, and so she will catch me. But I'm just taking it easy, not going too fast. And it's feeling okay. I think another good day and a day of some rest. And, we'll just have to wait and see. I've never really had this injury before, so I'm not real sure how to deal with it. It is better today than it was yesterday, so that's a positive. Depending on my ankle and what time we get to Port Clinton, that's only a 9-mile run. We will either do a Nero and stay at a shelter that's actually in town in Port Clinton, or if my leg is feeling okay, we will try to get a ride over to the next town, and I can't remember the name of the town. It's not far away, it's just a few miles. But we'll try to get a ride over there. They've got a super Walmart. We can do our resupply. We need to resupply for a 3-day run. We've got a 50-mile stretch before our next resupply. So I need at least 3 days food. And yeah, and depending on how well I feel, my leg, if it feels the way it does right now, we're moving on. We'll try to get at least a 15-mile day out of today. But we'll see. We're not going to make that decision until we get to Port Clinton and see how my leg is doing. So it is what it is. All right. I'm gonna I gotta watch this. Yesterday, I don't think I mentioned it to you. Yesterday, I got my head down. I'm going through a rock pile, and I walked right into a freaking tree. That was down over the trail, like that one. Fortunately, it was not as big as that one, but it was big enough to put a knot on my head. Look at the ferns. As far as the eye can see, man, ferns. It's beautiful. Not a lot of views out here these days. We're getting into some flatlands. You'll see by the graph today that we got nothing. We got no hills today. It's just flat. And I am hoping that it's flat with very little rocks. If that's the case, we're going to get into Port Clinton very quickly. And that would be cool. We could make a decision on whether or not to stay there or keep going for the day. But yeah, now that I've said that, we'll probably hit a huge rock field. But yeah, look at the graph at the end of the video. Today's hike, at least to Port Clinton, is just flat. There's a big downhill coming into Port Clinton, which probably means there's going to be a big uphill coming out of it. But time will tell. I know there are supposed to be parts of Pennsylvania that is flat and opportunities to pick up big miles. So I'm hopeful that my leg gets better enough to, when we reach those points, that we can just rack up some miles. Because I know when we get a little further up north, we get into the whites and the presidentials, we'll be lucky to do 8 to 10 miles a day for many of those days up there. But anyways, all right, I'm going to put this away and start hiking. See you in a bit. All right, so about 4.3 miles into the day. And started out this morning with the trail in pretty good shape. It's not that anymore. We've run into a few sections of these, and this is a long section. Been in it for about a mile, and yeah, I mean, these are the kind that will screw up your ankle. Yeah, they're also the kind that a few weeks ago, and I know y'all are tired of hearing me talk about it, but these are the kind that I'd be screaming in pain because they were destroying the bottom of my feet. But they're not doing that anymore. They're just hard on the ankles. And you got to pick your spots. And you can only look a couple steps ahead. And sometimes you miss that flat spot. And you know, some of these things, I mean, you hit one of these rocks at the wrong part of your foot, it's going to just skew your ankle to the side, and it's going to hurt. It is what it is, man. These rocks suck. They just suck. But this is Rocksylvania, so we expect them. Here's the thing, though. Honest to God, these rocks haven't been any worse in Pennsylvania than they have been in Northern Virginia, some parts of the Smoky Mountains, certainly Maryland. Maryland was one big freaking rock. Nobody ever talks bad about Maryland. You know, you're only in Maryland for a couple days, but it sucked. Combine the rocks with really, really poor trail maintenance, and it was miserable going through Maryland. It's just part of it. I mean, this whole trail is rocks, and you have to be prepared for it. If you're not, you're going to be miserable like I was the first 500 plus miles, wearing the wrong shoes. And you know, it's funny, I woke up this morning after dealing with the rocks all day yesterday, and other than, you know, the slight tenderness in my ankle from my my bathtub adventure, my ankles felt pretty good. They haven't felt like that on this whole trail. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I had the 3 days of rest. Maybe it gave my ankles time to heal, and now they're used to it. I don't know. I guess I'll find out in a couple days if they start hurting again. But I'm not gonna lie, it was nice waking up this morning and not having to take 20 minutes to get my ankles to work again. It's just, yeah, it's pretty sad that these rocks don't bother me anymore because I'm so used to them. Really pretty much ever since we hit the roller coaster. This is what we've been dealing with. Some places are worse, some places are better, but it just is what it is. And you can't pass a person out here without making a comment about the rocks. And I don't mean from you, I mean from them. Nobody likes these rocks. They suck. They're painful, they're irritating, they're frustrating, they're dangerous. They're a lot of things. None of them being fun. And it just, you know, they just keep going. So, yeah, I'm almost halfway through potentially the day. So I'm going to put this away, and I'm going to hustle. I want to try to find the end of these rocks. So, all right, man, we'll see you in a bit. Do I need to say anything? Really? Do I need to say anything? This is Rocksylvania, folks. This is where it gets its name. From stuff just like this. It's just, I want to say it's never ending, but it does end every now and again. And it gets better. And every now and again, you'll get a dirt trail to walk on. But that's not very often. And I'm sure at some point we'll get out of this. Maybe at Mount Katahdin. I don't know what to tell you, man. It is what it is, you know. It's not fun. You got to do it. You see it, you just grin and keep walking and try to work your way through it without busting something up. And yeah, all right. I'm kind of surprised that Tater hasn't caught me yet. I have been taking my time, haven't been going as fast as I would normally go. Just trying to protect my ankle a little bit, but gotta be honest, right now it feels good. Whatever I did to it yesterday, just, all right, yeah, whatever I did to it yesterday, it seems to be better today. So I'm gonna put this camera up and try to get through this mess as quickly as I can. So I've only got maybe 2.5 miles to get to town, and then we got to find a ride to resupply, and then determine whether or not we're going to keep going or stay there. So see you in a bit, man. See you in a bit. So I'm about, I don't know, 6.5 miles into the day and come across this this section. Not sure what this is, but it's pretty cool. Somebody took some time to carve that out, and yeah, I like it. I have no idea what it is, but it's pretty cool. All right, let's go look at this lookout. If I can get down here without breaking a leg. Yeah. Not a lot to see. A couple folks down there, I don't want to disturb them. They look like they're having a moment. So we'll keep on going. Somebody was missing their dog. And on some kind of lookout. Don't know what it is. All right. Yeah, nothing to see here. See you in a bit. Let's see what we got. Hey, little buddy. Hey, little buddy. You got something in your mouth. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, usually they tuck their head and they hide. But this he's got purpose. Yeah. He's ready to go. All right. What a great way to end the day. This is where I'm camping tonight. Right next to the stream. There's a little picnic area here with an outdoor grill. This is a little area set up and maintained by one of the local churches for hikers. And fire pit over here. This is my tent. Tater is staying in the pavilion over there. She's just set up her air pad and she's going to sleep inside there. I don't want to do that because the birds like to hang out in there and they're pooping and crapping all over the place. I don't want to get pooped on by a bird, so we'll leave that to Tater. I see another hiker come walking in right now. Anyways, over here is a couple of guys that I don't know real well, and my old friends, Two Shoes and Giggles. We got here around 1 o'clock this afternoon. Hang on. Yeah, sorry about that. I needed to talk to the hiker that just came in. Make sure he knew everything that was going on here. This is probably the most interesting thing I've seen. Hikers. We request a $10 donation per person per night. We appreciate and thank you in advance for your donation. I don't have a problem with a $10 donation. I'm happy to do it. What I have a problem with is when you go to the website to try to make a donation, the only way you can do that is with your credit card information. And I'm not doing that. I just went through a situation where, as you all know, somebody stole my credit card information. I'm not going on to some local website and giving them my credit card information. So my plan is to, when we leave in the morning, the church is right down the road. I'm going to stop by the church and I will donate the cash. But I'm just, not going to give anybody my credit card information like that again. Not going to happen. So it is what it is. I think that staying at this site that we're tenting at tonight is going to be interesting. I mean, it's a nice place. It's a nice flat ground, good grass. They've got a porta potty for us over there, which is cool. Somebody left some gallon jugs of water for us. It was all new, so seals hadn't been broken, and I mean, it's a good deal. I think the most interesting part about it is that, and I'm sure you're going to hear it during this video, or maybe not, we'll see, but we're right next to a very busy 4-lane, and it's coming downhill, and there are tons of big trucks that are coming down this hill, and they hit their engine brakes, and it feels like they're right next to you. So that's going to be interesting. But anyway, so listen, we took a Nero today. We got into town, and part of it is I wanted to test my ankle, and it was good. Everything was good today. I still have the sniffles. I got to go to Walmart today and get some NyQuil, so hopefully it'll knock me out and make me feel better by morning. But yeah, we got to town about 1 o'clock. We caught a shuttle from Cabela's, of all places, down to their store, and it's a huge store. I think it's Hamburg, Pennsylvania, but it's huge. But they gave us a shuttle ride down to there at 1 o'clock and would return us back to this pavilion at 5 o'clock. So in that area, there's a few restaurants. So we went to a restaurant, Red Robin, I think. Never eaten in one until today. Had a burger and fries.
And yeah, after that we went to Walmart, which was almost right next door, and did our resupply. Got pretty much everything I needed. Forgot a couple of things, but I have to pick it up somewhere down the road. Went back to Cabela's and hung out there until 5 o'clock when their shuttle brought us back over here. So, and of course, when I get over here, who do I see? I see Two Shoes and Giggles. You remember them, right? Those are the people that Ninja kind of adopted out here on the trail, and yeah, and we've hung out a couple times. They're a couple of good kids, but so we got to chat over there for a couple hours, and it was good. Uh, anyways, they're camping here tonight, so we'll probably see them back out on the trail again here pretty soon. They're going to leave later than us tomorrow, but they'll catch us. Kids always catch us. And, yeah, so maybe we can continue the tradition on down the trail for these two kids. We'll see how it works out. Uh, yeah, that's pretty much it. It was a good day. Ankles better, sniffles are a little bit better, um, and ready to go tomorrow. Tomorrow we're planning on doing, I think, an 18-mile day. Um, we may shorten that depending on the smoke. The smoke is back, so it's pretty bad here right now. The air quality level, and maybe that's part of the reason I'm sniffing. I got the sniffles. But anyways, air quality is really poor around me right now. So we're just gonna have to play it by ear and see how it goes. But anyways, that's pretty much it. So I will see you all tomorrow on day 112. Yeah. All right. Good night, everybody.